Hi, I'm Iqbal, and today's video lesson is about using modals of deduction. We use modals of deduction in different situations, so let's find out more. Me and Simon are at work, and it's 6 o'clock on a Friday. Simon's phone suddenly rings. Before answering the phone, Simon says, "It must be Jeff." Why? Because Jeff usually calls him on Friday after work to meet for dinner. Look carefully and let's answer the questions together. Does he think it's Jeff? Yes. How certain is he? Very certain. Is he making a deduction? Yes. So, do you know what we use must be for? We use must be to talk about something that is true or we are very certain based on some evidence. We use must be to make a deduction based on the information we have. Let's come back to Friday. Before Simon and his brother get dinner, they visit some shops and see if there are any bargains. Jeff sees a coat and is shocked. He says, "The coat can't be that cheap." Look carefully. Let's answer the questions together. Does Jeff think the price is not right? Yes. How certain is he? Very certain. Is Jeff making a deduction? Yes. So, do you know what we use can't be for? We use can't be to talk about something that is impossible or we are certain is not true. We use can't be to make a deduction based on the information we have. Let's move on. Let's check the form of must be. How is it used in sentences? Let's take a look at the example from before. It must be Jeff. In the sentence, you use the subject and must be. This is how the modal of deduction is used. Let's look at an example. Keith lived in Toronto for many years. He must be Canadian. This means, based on the evidence, Keith must be Canadian. The evidence is that Keith lived for many years in Toronto, which is a Canadian city. Let's look at the example of can't be. The coat can't be that cheap. In the sentence, you use the subject and can't be. This is how the modal of deduction is used. Let's look at an example. Here is Stefano. He speaks English fluently with an American accent. He can't be Italian. From the example, we can see even though he has an Italian name, he has an American accent. From the evidence, it's likely that he can't be Italian. Might can also be used as a modal of deduction. Let's look at an example. I want to go to the football match next weekend. I'm looking for a ticket. I hope I find one soon. I might be watching the match next weekend. In this example, the football match is next weekend. I'm looking for a ticket, but I don't have one at the moment. There's a chance that I will watch the match in the stadium. However, it's not certain. We use might be when something is not certain, but probable. We make this deduction based on the information we have. To use might be in a sentence, you use the subject and might be followed by the rest of the sentence. This is how the modal of deduction is used. Let's look at an example. Sarah might be at home today. There is a chance that Sarah will be at home today, but she could also be out, so it's not certain. Let's do some quick practice. Notice the stress. He must be Canadian. Let's repeat the sentence together. Remember, the stress is on must and Canadian. He must be Canadian. Great job. Well done. Now you can use the modals of deduction. Today, we learn when we use modals of deduction using must be and can't be and using might be. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.